Okay, I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison of the same like painting effect using matte medium and water. Here's the matte medium I'm using, liquitex, and here's the water. Okay, so I'm using a filbert. This is a number 6 filbert. I'm getting my brush wet. First thing I'm going to do is just do a swoosh of just novacolor paint so you see what that looks like with a wet brush, okay? So this is my favorite paint. So this is how it goes on, just with a wet brush and just dipped directly into the paint. Okay, there's that. Okay, now this is going to be with water mixed into it. Okay, so you have this palette paper over here. I'm just going to put a dab of the paint down, get my excess off right there, and then I'm just going to literally just pull water from that over here and make it really wet, like extremely wet, like so wet that people in art school will say, do not add that much water to acrylic paint. And I will tell you, F that, you do what you want. So here it is, watered down acrylic, same effect. Goes on really smooth. Novacolor paint is amazing, and it does it. I noticed that like I can't get this same effect with tube paint. Anyway, we still have a really bright cerulean blue. And there's that. Let me rinse my brush off. Okay, so we've done straight out of the tub. We've done with water, and now we'll do it with matte medium. And I just usually eyeball it. That's my science. Put some matte medium down. Grab the paint. Try to put about the same amount. And then, just for fun, I'm just going to mix a little bit with the matte medium so you can see what it does. So let's just pull the it over here, like really thin, okay? It'll be super transparent. Same effect, lots of matte medium, a little bit of acrylic. Okay, so that's a little bit of matte medium and a lot of acrylic. And now let's do a lot of acrylic and a little matte medium. So we'll take that pile there and we'll just add a little bit of matte medium, which will make it like smoother. Okay, here we go right here. This is more acrylic than matte medium. And I just put a little bit of that medium in there, just a tiny. You can see that it's much more transparent than that, and even that. Okay. Okay, so the point that I kind of wanted to make right now with all this, even though this is still drying, is that when you add a little bit of water to novacolor paint, it almost holds the same amount of value of the color, the original color. So you can make it really wet. Like say you're painting, live painting in 95-degree weather, which you can do with novacolor paint. I mix it like almost 50-50 with water. I'll make it really, really runny and just layer, 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 layer. And people will tell you, don't do that to the acrylic paint, it'll break it down. Well, guess what? Do whatever you want to the acrylic paint. You're the artist. You can like mold things out of snow and it melts 5 minutes later. So don't let people tell you how to use stuff. Just mess around with it. If you add just a tiny bit of the medium to make it more slippery, look at how much of the value of the original color that you lose. I love this. Cerulean is like so pretty. But if I wanted that original color and added medium to make it slippery, I lost some opacity, right? And then this one is just like a lot of medium and a tiny bit of paint. And that's really, really transparent. And when that dries too, it'll be really matte, like almost like how gesso feels. And this one, when it dries, if you put it on thick, the original just paint, no water, no medium. It has almost like a shininess if you put it on really thick. The paint itself, like that little blob at the top here, will end up being shiny. I wish I could like show you. Shiny. Anyways, so that's why you would want to mess with water or medium or together. Let's see here. Did I do... Maybe I'll do this one over here, and it'll be water and medium mixed. So you guys know what that does. Okay. Water and medium mix. That is going to be, here's some medium, here's some really watery paint, mix that together, and let's do a last one. Oh, this one was just really watered down with some medium added. Okay, cool. I'm gonna let those dry. Put it down into the sun to kind of show you guys, girls, them, everyone, what really happened here. All right, top left, remember, top left is straight out of the jar. That's just cerulean blue, novacolor. Bottom left, that is novacolor mixed with water, a lot of water too, like make it sloppy style. This one here in the middle top is just a tiny bit of matte medium mixed with novacolor. Just barely, and it went transparent. Remember that? And then down here, this is a lot of matte medium mixed with a little bit of paint. Okay, and then this one is both of them combined. A lot of water and a little matte medium. So it kind of gets that cloudiness. So what I'm trying to tell you here is if you really want this really bright cerulean, you're going to have to do multiple layers with the matte medium, in my opinion, to get that kind of vibrancy. Unless you just want to mix it with a little bit of water. But, you know, this is going to go a little bit flat. If you do too much water, it'll go cloudy. I actually like the cloudiness. People can try to talk me out of that. I like it. So, I haven't had paint fall off the canvas yet. I just wanted to tell you guys why. I just wanted to tell you why that sometimes I just want to add water to it. Because it keeps that really dark cerulean. Because once I start adding matte medium, it starts to go transparent. Okay. I hope you learned something from this. Say hi in the comments. And please subscribe.